the Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, Bub. Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's X-Men, brought to us by Marvel Entertainment Group and Saban. Greetings, true believers and my fellow YouTubers. I'm Doyle, better known to you as the Big D. This, of course, is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So today's Saturday Morning TVLog is X-Men, aka X-Men the Animated Series. Probably one of the biggest things to come to the Fox network. It premiered in October of '92, actually on Halloween as a matter of fact. This would be the first time the mutants from out of the pages of Marvel Comics would get their own show, despite their original pilot, X-Men Pride of the X-Men, which was done in '89, I think, wasn't picked up. But of course, that story would later be put into the X-Men arcade game Konami would put out the following year, I believe. Or no, wait, it could have been the same year, but I'm sorry. But anyway, yes, this is really one cool superhero show. Now, although X-Men have been seen in various other Marvel tunes, like Spider-Man's Amazing Friends, and they've also appeared in, well, some of the shorts on the Marvel Superhero Show in the 60s. Anyway, this is their first full show. Anyway, now, of course, let me try and find my info here. I think this was coming up as a big one since Margaret Loesch, who was formerly with Hanna-Barbera and Marvel Productions, who originally worked on that X-Men pilot, became head of the Fox Children's Network in '91, the previous year. And having championed the Pride of the X-Men pilot, which was from '89, she was quick to set up an order for 13 episodes of X-Men. And Saban was contracted to produce the show and hired a small studio in the form of Graz Entertainment, who of course would later go on to work on Skeleton Warriors and The Tick, which of course would also be shown on the Fox network, to produce the episodes, as it did not have sufficient staff at the time to handle production in-house. Anyway, so Graz employed the creative staff and wrote and designed each episode and drew the storyboards. The voice work was done using Canadian studios and South Korean studio AKOM. They were hired to animate the episodes. Now, it was originally to premiere over the Labor Day weekend the previous month, but due to production delays, it was pushed to the end of October, aka Halloween. Anyway, let's see. Yeah. So anyway, excuse me, everyone. Yep. Now, the show became a big success for Fox. Now, there were some errors done in the pilot episode, and when Fox re-aired the pilot early the following year, they corrected some errors that were made. The series earned top ratings throughout its first season and was renewed for a second season of 13 more episodes. Yeah, throughout the series run, producers had to deal with quality control issues, including attempts to cut costs, requests to change the tone of the series to something more child-friendly, as well to integrate toys being sold into the show. Now, the show was originally planned to run for 65 episodes overall. Given its success and Marvel's bankruptcy, Saban funded the additional 11 episodes at a much reduced budget. So henceforth, there were 76 episodes produced overall during the 5-season run. Alright. Now, the show features X-Men similar in look and lineup to the early 1990s X-Men drawn by Jim Lee. Specifically, the Blue Team established in the early issues of X-Men Volume 2. Of course, among the main core cast, we have We have the founder of the X-Men, Professor Charles Xavier, aka Professor X, and various others. They are Cyclops, Jean Grey, Storm, Rogue, Gambit, Beast, Jubilee, and of course a favorite of everyone, including myself, Wolverine. Plus an original character called Morph, an adaptation of previous X-Men member known as Changeling. Now the series deals with social issues including divorce, Christianity, the Holocaust, and AIDS hysteria even, plus feelings of loneliness. They even satirized television in a couple episodes even. The X-Men later crossed over with the animated series of Spider-Man, which premiered 3 years later after this show came out. Really something. Let's see. Now, the first season of the show brought the X-Men into conflict with human conspirators building mutant exterminating robots known as Sentinels. Magneto and his attempts to instigate a human-mutant war and the powerful mutant Apocalypse's plans to eradicate the weak, both human and mutant alike. Yes, you will see various members of the Brotherhood as well. Magneto, Sabretooth, Juggernaut, just about everyone. Let's see. Other storylines include Morph's death at the hands of the Sentinels, Beast's incarceration, and assassination attempt on U.S. Senator Kelly by Apocalypse's minions to turn human sentiment against the mutants. And then the second season, Cyclops and Jean are married and become the targets of Mr. Sinister. Yep. And Morph somehow returns to having been rescued by Sinister and brainwashed into forcing the X-Men apart. And the season also features the growing rift between humans and mutants, spearheaded by the Friends of Humanity, an anti-mutant group who lead the persecution of all mutants. Yeah. And a parallel narrative of Professor X and Magneto being lost in the Savage Land runs throughout this season as well. The third season focuses on the cosmic force, the Phoenix, which merges with Jean Grey and eventually turns her into the malevolent and powerful Dark Phoenix. It also introduced the Shi'ar Empire who want to stop the Dark Phoenix, including Lilandra and Gladiator. And other storylines include the introduction of Wolverine's former lover turned mercenary, I'm getting tongue-tied here, Lady Deathstrike, and former Iceman member Iceman, and the villainous Shadow King as well. Now, there were various adaptations from various X-Men comics. There's too many to mention, though, I'm sorry to tell you. But that's really cool. I'm really going to say that this show was part of my childhood, and I grew up watching this. This, of course, was one of the two superhero shows that come to the Fox Kids network. Of course, the other being Batman the Animated Series. However, unlike X-Men, the show actually aired on weekday afternoons, so this was that show I watched when I came home from school. Anyway, now here's our voice acting cast. Now, Scott Summers, alias Cyclops, is voiced by Norm Spencer. Voicing Wolverine, or Logan, is Cal Dodd. Voicing Rogue is Lenore Zan. Now, there were two who voiced Aurora Monroe, alias Storm. First, it was Iona Morris for the first season, and for the rest of the series was Allison Seeley Smith. George Buza voices Dr. Henry Hank McCoy, alias Beast. Now, Chris Potter originally voiced Remy LeBeau, alias Gambit, for the first 4 seasons, and Tony Daniels took over for the rest of the run. Let's see. Alison Court, who I know that was, recently lent her voice to Lydia in the Beetlejuice cartoon, and also would later go on to play Lunette on The Big Comfy Couch, voiced Jubilation Lee, alias Jubilee. Catherine Disher voices Jean Grey, and Cedric Smith voices Professor X. And there's lots of other voice actors in this as well. There's too many to mention, though. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, too many to mention. I think I heard Mark Hamill, who, of course, played a certain Luke Skywalker, was one of the voiceovers, I think. But I've been wrong before. But anyway, really cool and show X-Men is, and it's probably one of the greats. Now, it has, after its 5-season run, it later got shown on the Fox Family Channel, later ABC Family, and then also on Toon Disney, their Jetix block. And, well, it has been released on DVD as well. And more recently, you can catch the full series on Disney Plus. Now, I've read there's a revival of the series in the works to come out in a couple more years called X-Men 97. So, we'll see how that goes. Now, pardon me for a moment, I want to show you something really cool. Now, I'm sorry this picture's so small and what have you. If you can see this closely, you get to see the X-Men, what have you. Really cool. This was actually a poster I found in my Totally Kids magazine, because I was a member of the Fox Kids Club at the time for my local Fox channel. Pretty cool, huh, folks? I'm sorry it's not the best I'm showing you, so I do apologize. But boy, do I miss that poster. That was really cool. Now this wasn't the only poster I found in the Totally Kids magazine, because I also found ones for Batman the Animated Series and even the Spider-Man Animated Series. Unfortunately, once I was soon to be a teenager, and my membership in the Fox Kids Club came to an end since I became a teenager. Oh well. But even so, I still remained loyal to it and what have you. Shoot, even when this series was around, my Fox Kids Club actually had a drawing contest. I think it was Cyclops I drew, and I won, and I was among one of the winners to win a little mini frisbee. Now, if anybody does a better one, they get a shirt, but I didn't mind getting a little frisbee. It was cool. I mean, that would have been the first time I got one. I mean, because I know McDonald's had what they had for the cup holders and the lids for their cups and what have you, they looked like mini frisbees when Batman Returns came out. Yeah. So even so, I think that was pretty cool. Shoot. And yes, I did actually hear my name mentioned on TV. Yeah, they announced it before Eek the Cat came on, just when I started to get into that show, which also premiered on the Fox Network the same year X-Men premiered. Okay, as Sandman Lee would say, may he rest in peace, enough said. Okay, so anyway, X-Men is probably one of my favorite superhero shows, and I really do love it. So, if you've seen X-Men, you can tell me what you think about it in the comment section below. And I'd highly recommend the show. Give it a watch. If you can find it on physical media, get it. If you don't, well then just, if you got Disney Plus, watch it on there instead. It'll definitely be worth a watch. Alright, again, let me know what you think of X-Men in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Thanks for watching, and if you like to see my recent Saturday Morning TVLogs for a couple of other Marvel tunes, in the upper left-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TVLog I did for Spider-Woman from '79, easily one of the most underrated superhero tunes out there. In the upper right-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TVLog I did for Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Or if you want something that's not Marvel, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see last week's Saturday Morning TVLog for Valley of the Dinosaurs from 1974. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TVLog is the Kid Superpower Hour with Shazam. Until next time, true believers, I'm the Big D saying see ya.